incredible honor and privilege it is to have the opportunity to speak here today and hold everyone captive for the next 40 minutes. All elected? Okay. I feel a little dressed down, so it's nice to actually get some attention from you. Even though it's 4 days early, I really wanted to extend a thank you from Ray, Diana, and me to everyone for showing up to my surprise birthday party and this wedding surprise after party too. It's really thoughtful. Speaking of birthdays, fun little fact, I was actually at Ray's first birthday. So you could say that Ray and I kind of like go back pretty far. I admit that I was kind of hoping for a brother, so I was allegedly having some questions about a return policy. But after a while, they graciously settled on treating her like she was my brother, and showing her my favorite dirt clods and my fighting moves and all that stuff. For anyone who knows Ray and me, while we were growing up, you remember how sweet we were to each other. There's minimal fighting, except for all the times that we did. Since then, we've developed some theories about why, at least I have. She was busy being athletic and fun and popular bad bitch. Sorry, again. I was coming into my own as a lanky theater kid twink that spoke to strange men on the internet for hours at a time. Turns out I was just living the gay lifestyle that she secretly wanted the whole time. I still get to hear an acknowledgement of my courage in that, so. Stay strong. So I also wanted to share something about Ray that I've been kind of like keeping secret for a long time, and it's been kind of eating at me. And well, here we go. Ray she's gay, like really gay, super gay. Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't know if you actually ever met Ray before, or I don't know if you actually ever had Ray as a sister before, but I'm really just so lucky. Ray is one of the most selfless. Ray is one of the most selfless, brave, and caring people I have ever met, and I got to grow up with her. While I was exposing her to elevated culture like Star Wars, she was making me watch Grease for the third time in a row while trapped in the back of a car on a road trip. While I taught her the essential lessons on how to pee outside, she was teaching me how to soften my heart. It was for me. She taught me how to flirt with beautiful women by just doing it much better than me. No connection to this, but it brings me to talking about Diana. I met Diana at Ray's birthday party in Lake Tahoe cabin with many of the folks here, actually. And if Ray's bridal party was any indication, the weekend was obviously a very calm experience, but with the kind of finesse and the down to clown attitude that are characteristic of Diana, she quickly acclimated. It soon became clear that to know Diana is to know the bright, bubbling light that surrounds her. She warms all that she touches. Allergies are terrible. I have so many stories that I could tell you about Diana, but I feel like there's one in particular I'd be remiss to skip. In 2022, a few of us attended a little festival called Lightning the Bottle, and one morning after an omelet with some like weird mushrooms in it or something, maybe like something on that or weird or something. I realized it was time to make the privilege to our local hot plastic cuboid, and Diana seemed intent to not let me go alone. And as we were trudging through the festival, the daily dust storm, I suddenly felt a little hand in mine. And there were already tears in Diana's eyes when she asked me about me. when she asked me about marrying my sister. And to be honest, it struck me as a little bit strange because I had already considered her my sister.
Aww.
In the middle of this dusty stampede of festival traffic, we hugged and cried, and I told her there wasn't a more perfect person for Ray, and I'd always hoped that she'd stay in our lives forever. And we went to a porta potty. It was the best porta potty experience I ever had.
Yo!
Despite allegedly asking about our return policy for brother when Ray came home from the hospital, I realized how much happier I am knowing that I get to keep my new sister forever. And speaking of important women in my life, you kind of blew this up for me already. I wrote my content here. You may know Vicky. I usually call her Mom. A couple years ago, I got a call from her, and of course I started blabbering on about some asinine issue in the moment, and she couldn't get a word in. When she had to interrupt me to get me to shut the hell up, sorry Nana, she said that the word you never really want to hear from someone you love. Learning about my mom's cancer was, as you might expect, not really great. But I remembered a person who had some experience with this kind of thing. The next couple of years were rough, but Diana really helped organize and understand the care that she needed. Through every step, every setback, every panicked phone call.
Go.
Through every panicked phone call, Diana held all of our hands. You may have noticed that my lovely mother is actually here today, and I believe that is in no small measure that she could walk Ray down the aisle because of what Diana did for our family, for your family. The woman who brought me into this world was kept in it because of Ray's love. And if that isn't a good enough reason to call someone your sister, then I guess that's what I want to do. I wanted to share with everyone now a quote from one of my favorite philosophers, Gandalf the Grey. The world is indeed full of peril, and in it there are many dark places, but there is still much that is fair. And through all the lands love is now mingled with grief, it grows perhaps the greater. And I wanted everyone to take a moment to look at these two beautiful souls here today, and I hope that you, Ray and Diana, take a moment to look around and know that these loving faces aren't just here for the delicious vegan food. What we are all here to say is that we have built a home and the community of your love. In our separate parts, we are all the stewards of the cherished moments we are lucky enough to share with you two, and together, the collective chroniclers of your love. And as we all hold a piece of your story, you all hold a piece of our hearts. So let's all raise a glass, and in unison, one more time, to the most fundamental truth of our gathering here. We love your love.